As the world stands on the brink of what some fear to be a third world war, with the Russian troops invading neighboring Ukraine, Pope Francis has called for people to fast for peace on the 2nd of March, Ash Wednesday. Expressing great sadness at the worsening situation in Ukraine, the Holy Father has asked world leaders to make a serious examination of conscience before God, who is the God of peace and not of war, who wants us to be brothers and not enemies. Speaking at his live-streamed general audience on the 23rd of February, the Pope said, "I have great pain in my heart over the worsening situation in Ukraine. Like me, many people throughout the world are feeling anguish and concern. Once again, the peace of all is threatened by partisan interests." The Pope's comments come 2 days after Russian President Putin has announced that he would recognize the breakaway Ukrainian regions of Lugansk and Donetsk as independent entities. Western countries have responded to the announcement by unveiling sanctions that target Russian banks and politicians. The Russo-Ukrainian War began 8 years ago in February 2014, and it was centered on the east of Ukraine. The conflict had claimed more than 14,000 lives and driven 1.3 million people from their homes. The warring parties agreed to a ceasefire in July 2020, but recently Russia has sent at least 150,000 troops to the Ukrainian border. Pope Francis has called out to the international community saying, "I would like to appeal to everyone, believers and non-believers alike. Jesus taught us that the diabolical evil of violence is answered with the weapons of God, with prayer and fasting." This is the second day of prayer and fasting for Ukraine that Pope Francis has called since the crisis began to escalate in 2022. He presided last month over a worldwide day of prayer for peace in Ukraine. Pope Francis has a long-standing connection with Ukraine. During a visit to the Ukrainian Catholic community in Rome in 2018, he recalled that a Ukrainian bishop in the Argentine capital of Buenos Aires had taught him when he was 12 years old how to be an altar server at Eastern Rite liturgies and to read the Ukrainian alphabet. As a pope, he has consistently shown his concern for Ukrainians. In 2016, he launched a charitable project called the Pope for Ukraine that has helped more than 1 million people. Major Archbishop Shevchuk, the leader of the Ukrainian Greek Catholic Church, has repeatedly expressed that the Pope's closeness has heartened the people during this difficult time. In 2001, Pope John Paul II became the first Pope of the modern era to visit this country. And now the whole world has been called upon to dedicate March 2nd, Ash Wednesday, to pray specially for peace in Ukraine and in the whole world.